welcome to No Movies in Hell. I'm Chris Geiger.
I'm LaQuas Scott, and today we are reviewing Dune 2.
I went back and looked at what we reviewed, or what we rated Dune 1, and it got an average of 29 between the two of us. I rated it 28, you rated it 30.
It was up there. Like, I didn't review, or I didn't see the review from the previous one, but I was like, this is up there.
You saw it in IMAX?
I did. So
Okay.
I did not see it the way that I saw the first one, which was in IMAX at Lincoln Center. This one I saw in IMAX in Times Square, which I think is the second biggest screen. I think it's like 58 by, I want to say 58 by 28. It was that really amazing experience. I think that this sequel is just so well done. I was thinking about this earlier today of Villeneuve's previous sequel, which was Blade Runner 2049. Amazing film. And I feel like this Dune 2, amazing film. I was so engrossed from the beginning. The special effects are amazing. You kind of start thinking about like just the different shapes and the different storytelling. And I think for me, I don't know how it is for you, but like catching up from the previous story and figuring out, okay, what is next? And it's almost like it didn't drop a beat whatsoever.
I do wish I had gone to see the re-release of the first one right before I saw this one, because I think I maybe forgot something. But I thought this was great. Trailers prior to this, the movie starting, Furiosa was one of them, which also has a lot of sand and kind of the dystopian theming visuals. And I thought the visuals in this were so great. The helicopters that look like dragonflies, the costumes were amazing. I don't know if I felt like, I feel like it would have been more impactful if I could compare the Dune 1 versus the Dune 2, like in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember them being quite as impactful in Dune 1. I was still impressed, right? I went back, that's why I went back to look to see what I gave it in terms of rating. I still gave it like a 28. So on almost all categories, it got a 3. So I must have been like super impressed, but I felt like it was even more so this time.
Yeah. I would have to say, I think all of our categories were covered, right? Even like jewelry. I was thinking of like jewelry, costume design, because there are characters that like just the metalwork of the masks and the like crystals and things like that. And it's very distinctive, each house. And you can tell like the quality, the craftsmanship that goes into just the costumes, jewelry, hair, everything, in order to tell a story. And it brings like these themes together in certain, like, it's some incredible world building because it's very distinctive. It's like, I know I cannot like get an Atreides person like mixed up with a Harkonnen, mixed up with, someone else in this world. And it's fantastic. I was just, I saw this movie very late at night, at 11:30 p.m. And I still was just sitting at the edge of my seat. And I feel like so was everybody else.
I would definitely go see this again just for the visuals, because I feel like you need another watch just to take it all in.
Yeah.
The first one I saw in IMAX, but I was sitting so close to the screen that I distinctly remember that I couldn't see everything to take it all in. Like I was like, you had to look over here if you wanted to see what was happening on the screen. Then you'd look over here if the motion moved. So I was definitely missing things. Maybe I'll do a double feature if I have a whole afternoon free sometime soon. Let's go to the slides. This might be the first movie we both rated as 30.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe, I was trying to think, maybe
Everything Everywhere.
Yeah. That's the one that sticks out for me as like what got perfect across the categories.
It's funny when you give something like a perfect score, it's hard to talk about it because everything's so great. I did think that the cast was awesome on this. There were just so many more characters.
Oh, yes.
This one. And every time I see Josh Brolin, I forget, like, oh, I really like Josh Brolin.
He's in a lot of stuff too. I was just thinking about that. Like, he's in like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's in this. Like, it's it's really great. It was interesting to see Austin Butler in this and like what his character was going to do. I mean, I had like the frame of reference was the previous the David Lynch Dune, but seeing his character in this was very interesting. Rebecca Ferguson, she's in a lot of great franchises. So it's like all these really great actors are coming together and like are in this film.
The only thing I will say that like kind of threw me out of the movie was when they're gonna ride the sandworms and they see them coming and they like get out there, whatever
with their pitchforks
they like, have them in their hands and they're ready to like jump on. They don't have their goggles down.
Oh.
But then when you see them actually riding the sandworm, somehow they've got their goggles down. So when do they do that? Like they've got those things in their hand.
I have so many questions.
Yeah.
Because even like Javier Bardem's character is like talking while he's on one. And it's like, wouldn't you get a bunch of sand in your mouth?
Right. Going back to like the jewelry and the hair and makeup and just the visuals, they made things that they didn't have to make.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Like they did the pod that Rebecca Ferguson rides in. They didn't have to make that as elaborate as they did, but they did. The attention to detail was amazing.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, it's just like the craftsmanship in every single scene. It's not necessary, but it was like still extremely distinctive and part of the storytelling to like bring that out, Yeah, I thought it was great. Yeah, it's like these things that you see for only a second on screen just bring the storytelling that much more like to life.
Right.
Looking back, it's interesting because this movie has been pushed. It was pushed back. Like it was supposed to come out the end of last year. It's pushed to March. And I'm like, this would have been such a clean sweep for as we like get into award season. So one thing I'm hoping is that if there's a second run or something towards the end of the year and that it will be nominated for a number of categories, but also looking forward to like Problemista is now in select markets this upcoming week. And some of the films that will be debuting in South by Southwest. I'm looking forward to those because I feel like South by and then usually New York market is next. And it's good to see, what's new and independent, and that's coming out pretty soon.
I'd like to get, if I can, to go down to IFC to see some of the shorts that they're showing. I don't know. I don't know if they're showing them beyond this week, but I'm going to try to get down there and see that. I do want to see Problemista. Drive Away Dolls. I didn't get to last week. I had tickets, but the trains were so messed up.
Oh no!
Last week that I didn't think I could get there in time, so I just bagged out of it. But it's on my list to get to again this week. So we'll see if I have better luck. And then Dune. So those are my 3 big movies for this week. And then hopefully, if I can get to see some shorts, that'd be a full week for me.
That sounds amazing.
Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.